let's go. All right. So right now, what we got so far? Oops. Hello. Working on getting the camera placement just to kind of see. Should put cameras on multiple ones for now just to see what it looks like. Okay. Need to do is just move it around. What's a good way of doing this? Where should I put this? Really, this is all I need. It's not changing the camera. Oh, because I need to actually. Okay. Hello. What's going on here? I don't need a whole character anyways. Hmm. Like, what are good angles for this anyways? It's like the walls are so hard. Maybe I should like allow the player to like cycle through cameras. I feel like I don't want the camera angles just to be arbitrary. I would like maybe them to be story driven. So it's just like, how do I even like, conceptualize what I want to do here? I kind of like this far angle, but then like if someone wants to inspect like the nearby surroundings, I would like them to be able to do that. And make it so like if they interact with, maybe I could put volumes over here to where like if you enter the volume here, you'll get a camera, right? Like doing this kind of thing. Can't just pilot these, unfortunately. It'd be nice if I could actually see right here what, like if the viewport could change to the camera, that'd be pretty cool. Maybe I'll do something like that. Like you walk in over here and then the camera will be, whereas if you're just in the center, you get like a few different angles. So how far does he get before it starts to like, like this kind of angle? There can be so many camera positions. Oh my God. Let's just start doing that. Camera position 2. Let's just have it be over here. Actually, no, I don't want to move the camera. Need to move the camera um, position scene component. So let's change that a little. Kind of like the little frame from the window. But you don't really get to see what's going on. Maybe I should just bring it right on him. Oops. Or if I did something like that. I like that. Might get a little too repetitive though. Let's just stick with that for now. Just duplicate this. Put this on that. And then let's, so that's that one. You can set it to, you are in my way, sir. Okay. It's going to have a bunch of scene components. That will guide. Well, then I'm going to want to have cameras like maybe pointed out the windows. I don't know. We'll figure it out. It's going to take a minute. There's a lot of different camera angles I want here. I wonder if I can put these in the folder. No. Where did it go? Where did my camera go, sir? Here. Why is... That's the end of the train. So now we need... Let's go back to... 1 second here. It would be great if I could alphabetize this. Here, I'll just type in cam. There we go. Big brain move. Okay. Should have done that from the beginning. Okay, so... I want camera 6. My question is, do I want camera 6? Does it matter where I put it? Let's go ahead and get rid of that. right now. And now this needs to be uh, second here. Okay. So I got camera. So that's kind of messing me up actually. No, that's right. That's right. Camera one and camera two. So then camera six. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Um, duplicate that. Fix these over time. The thing is I don't know, I might have to change the control rotation in this angle, which I don't really want to do. So I don't really need to keep doing that. Why is that moving the whole train? What the heck? Okay, so hold on. Cam. I don't know why the location was changed on that last one. There we go. So that's right. Camera position 8. What are they? I think I messed up one of these. Maybe I don't need, maybe I have one extra. We got 8. So you can't, one second. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So I just need 4 for that side. So I have 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I don't need 10. So right now camera 8 and camera 9 are in the same position, I believe. Yeah. So I can just get rid of camera 9. Put this on camera 10. And rename this 9. Okay. And then now I want to take camera 1. I want to kind of recreate that a little bit. So duplicate this. So camera position. I might need to change these names a little bit better because camera position 1 is really camera position front car, front of car. Which messes with my, that's okay. So now, change this. So this takes us, we want to go out. Move these benches and then these benches. Rotate it. Like that. Um, can I upload the entire project for free? You know, I've been thinking about it. It's not really finished. Um, I've been thinking about uploading my project files though because there's nothing in this map that's like copyrighted materials. It's like all the meshes I've made the train meshes and the rest of the stuff is the free game animation sample project that Unreal provides for free. So, yeah, I've thought about it. I've also thought about putting it behind a paywall to give me some money, but you know, maybe I'll put a free version up and then I'll as I update it, maybe I'll make that for I don't know. I don't really want to make people pay for this though either because it's like, it's not, so it's not like glitch free per se. There are some issues here and there. Have you seen some of my other videos where it kind of showcases the train a little bit more, or is this all you've seen? I'm also like I am kind of trying to turn this into a game, so if I put up the project files for free, that like gives me competition, I guess. Let's just see what. Now let's name these better now that I have them kind of where I want them. So I got okay. So we got to decide what is left and what is right. So cam position. How come that's not changing? Did these not change? What's going on here? What? What's going on? Looks like these didn't actually. I didn't do that correctly on this side. 6, 7, 8, 9 is set up correct, but this side's set up wrong. It's train car 2. Train car 3. Okay. That should be fixed now. So we got 1, 2. Boo! Wait, so that is. Wait. moving the camera. That's what I'm doing wrong. Oops. Okay. That shouldn't be that complicated. 1, 2, 3. All right, hold on. I gotta go feed my cat. All right. Cat has been fed. Okay, so if anything, it should be cam position 1, but let's call it, I don't know, seating area 1, or I don't know, like window 1. I don't know. Whatever. I think that's. Let's call it R1. R2. R3. R4. Call this left 1. Two. L3. I did not type that, but okay. L4. I like hit a hotkey that brought up that AI. All right. So now I can get rid of this world. Get rid of that camera. So now I need to put boxes in here that will trigger these different cameras. Box collision. So if I walk in this area, I don't want it to be, I want it to be a little bit inside. So let's see here. Um, Cam R1 box. Cam L1 box. Let's just okay. Yeah, it'd be cool if you could add folders here, like on the outliner. That's fine. You can just type in like R, no, Cam R, yeah, Cam L. For now, we'll just have Cam. Um, guess it doesn't really matter who they're attached to, does it? This is complicated, actually. Now I'm like, I need it to switch to as you leave, you need to switch to the cam that it was active to before. I could store it as a variable and say the last active cam, and then when I exit to just go back to whatever camera it was on. That way I don't have to set up like huge volumes. Um, so this Now I gotta decide where I want these volumes to be. Second here. So what do I want it to like change? Cam position front of car. Basically, once I exit that range right here, kind of. So right to like the back of these. So right about to here. Collision. Front to car. I don't know how big this needs to be. Like it's when you enter it. Never done this before. So it's going to be a learning process. Um, and then when do I want that to switch to middle of car facing front? Mm, maybe I should make this a little bit smaller, this one. Duplicate. It'll just be the rest of the car, maybe. Guess you don't really need them to be this big, because really, I don't know. You're not going to be switching, I'm not going to be switching camera volumes or cameras as I exit the volume. The only time that happens is when I leave these areas, then I just go back to the last active camera. But I guess I could also just, I mean, I guess maybe I don't even do that. Maybe just, if I have this whole length, when they exit it, they'll just enter whatever this camera is. No, that works. But I also want it to go to the door so that when you come through the door, that it activates the correct camera for this train. And I don't want it to overlap that other box. It's a little lopsided. So I need a camera actor that I will use for my active camera. But it's going to be a separate actor. Um, Train blueprints. Train car BPs. Um, Events. Train actors. So let's go new blueprint. BP. Fixed. Yeah. Okay. So I can just place the fixed camera in the map. All right, let's go back to my original map now. All right, so my test here was setting the so now I got to figure out how do I talk to the player. Where's my oh, so right now I have the front of the camera. This is for the rotation, so that like the input will stay the same like as I move through these volumes. If I set my control rotation to the front camera's rotation, even if it's facing a different direction, the input will stay consistent. It's like, well, as far as like moving you towards the back of the train. Um, Problem is if I get rid of the camera and I only spawn it, that's where I need two cameras. I need the one here. Let's do one thing at a time. All right. I'm trying to figure out how to on begin play to tell him to start in this. Okay, yeah, I'll just have the active. Maybe I'll do that in the level blueprint. Um, Need to place one of these in the level. And then front box. Okay. Get transform. Here's spawn actor. No, it's already in the level. Transform. Hello. Should it matter? Like, I'll just do a C component for now. You know, it's generally frowned upon for doing code inside the level blueprint, but they do it right here. This is Unreal's own code, so if they can do it, so can I. All right. So let's just see if this works. Get player controller. Set view target with blend. And let's just set this. Okay, and that doesn't work because it's not attached. It needs to be attached to a certain point. Okay. Attach. Should probably be done before. No, attach actor to component. Okay, jeez. Okay. So okay. So that's just for the beginning of the game. Now I can start using these trigger boxes that are inside here. So event graph, right click at event, on begin overlap. So I'm going to need to have two cameras. I need to have the fixed camera because that's going to drive the input, I think at least. And then I need like a secondary. We should call this input camera. It's already named what it is inside the thing. That's fine. That's the camera that will be placed at the front of the car to drive the correct input. And then I need could also name this like control rotation camera would be another good name for it. I'm not going to make it a child because I want to be able to get all actors from class and just have it be the correct one. Moving fixed camera. That's a that's a current active camera or player view cam. Okay. So those will be placed in the level. At the beginning. And now I need to do some code here. Get player controller. Now I can move these all to functions. Can I make this like a repeatable function? Yeah, I think I can. I don't think you can do set view target and blend inside a function though. Oh, you can. Okay. Let's see how much of this I can actually put inside a function. So I don't have to like do this each time. I'm going to get actor of class. I can just get the one because there's only the one in the level. We will call what player cam. What do they call it? Player view cam. And then the thing is we need to do some things before this. I could also get a reference to this, create a reference to this at the beginning of this. But attach actor to component. And that is cam front to car position. Right, because this is the scene that has the rotations that this camera needs. And then we will snap to target. And then the new view target is just self. No, the view target is the cam, is this, right? Um, is that it? Is that all we need to do really? All right. Let's just test the middle, front, and back for now. So we got that, and then we'll go front facing. Basically, I could create this as a function that just is looking for these inputs. Whatever. Before I do that, let's just do this. Just gonna make sure it works before I start creating a function for it. Okay. So because this train is moving, I can't just um, I need to set my control rotation to what the camera is, but I can't just do that once because the camera is constantly moving and then the rotation would be off. So I have to do that on a tick, which is already being used. Um, so on event tick, can do a sequence. And to get player controller and set control rotation. And get actor of class. You know, maybe I should set a reference to that in the beginning, so I'm not grabbing it every tick. That seems a little overboard. Let's actually. That's fine. Calm down, calm down. We're getting to it. Okay, so that's what's being set here. Let's see what that looks like. I have the wrong camera set up on one of these. The forward is forward. I think these are a little too close. I don't really need them touching. I think there's also an issue where it's like my train is moving, so it does mess up the overlaps a little bit. Oh, you know, I think it has to do with the fact that, yeah, that it's moving, it's constantly overlapping, and so that will create some issues. So I gotta set it to do once, I think, and then reset that. But anyways, let's just try this. See what this looks like. Okay. One of these has a there, move that. It does get a little confusing though when you want to go like he's going the wrong way here. Like left is left, right is right here. So that gets messed up here. Because left is right and right is left. Is there a way to tell, to like flip the input? That doesn't. Um, like I wonder if I mess with this value, if I make it like negative or like multiply it by -1 on certain, based on certain camera angles. Well, let's just see what happens if I multiply it by negative. Does that even do what I want it to do? Yeah, that does switch it. Okay. So I could do some kind of thing here where it's like if it's facing back to tell my player to, what is this? What am I looking at? No, right. So this is the one that's facing front. So this is the backwards one. What I can do is I can have a variable here multiply remote to variable, offset camera rotation. Or not offset camera rotation, like offset input per cam rotation. Seems like it's a little like I have to do that every time, but let's see here. So this is telling me A that I need to, well, actually, no. I need this cast so that it doesn't just go off with any random actor. So offset camera, offset input. This is where I can start. I need to make this a function. But again, I just want to make sure it works. Middle, cam middle car facing front back. What? This is actually the one that needs to be -1. What's up, guys? We're making a train game. Um, hey, someone in the chat, tell me your favorite train game or your favorite train piece of media. No one's ever told me. I like Under Siege 2. I like Source Code. I like Unstoppable. All great train movies. What's the one with Liam Neeson and Vera Farmiga? That one's decent. If you like train media, Hostage, current season of Hostage, or Hijack. Current season of Hijack is on a train. You know, but I feel we are lacking in train video games, so that's why I'm making this train video. I like trains. I like video games. Why not put them together? Okay. Let's see if this works. Okay, so far so good. Yes. All right. I don't know. What do you guys think though? Like, it is kind of confusing. Like, I know it's nice to have the input not change while you're running, but it also does get kind of confusing when you just want to walk around in this area. You gotta remember, oh wait, should I go backwards? Like, how does Resident Evil do it? Would they change it here to where back is back now? Or would they keep it consistent? Yeah, there's something weird going on with my jogging animation. Any suggestions from y'all would be helpful. I'm trying to think. Should I keep the input consistent between cameras, so even though it's facing another direction, you can still move forward by hitting the same input? Or should I actually make it change based on just the current camera rotation? I should play like Resident Evil to figure out how they do it on their fixed cams. Second here. No, where am I? Animations, jog. So not called jog. Run, just run. So are all these like broken at the beginning? No, just some of them. Swear to God, my guy was blinking in and out when he was running. So I'm just trying to take a look at that real quick. Yep, here it is. I did something with one of my like I changed the socket and then it wanted to like, I don't know, it did something. So here, what I gotta do is I gotta get rid of this. Remove frames. And then undo that. And then that fixes it. So I'm not sure exactly. So I deleted the frame and then I undid the deletion and it changes it from turning into mush. I'm not sure exactly why, but that's just What was happening? Does this do it too? Yep, he's mush here too. Alright, so we're going to take a little detour and fix this real quick. Unless we want our guy to, like, turn into a lump of met. Oh my god. Alright. Like, it's not even anything to save. Like, it's so weird. Like, I don't even have to save. It's... Just look at that again, though, because that's hilarious. Oh, come on. Why can't I drag this? What's going on? Maybe I should keep this in the game somehow for game overs. Man. Crazy. Alright. I have no idea what I did to create this issue. I do know I added a hand socket at one point, and then when I created a control rig, and then when I saved it, it wanted to like resave a whole bunch of animations. So I think has something to do with that, but I'm not 100% sure. How many times am I gonna have to do this? So like literally all of them. Well, how come it was only on some? Okay, well I'm not gonna do this I'm not gonna make you guys sit through this right now. I will fix this later on my own time. Because I literally have to go through each one of these animations and remove the frame and then undo the removal, and I'm not gonna make you sit through that. All right. Yeah, part of me wants to actually not keep the input consistent. But I'm wondering, like, if I don't do that, what happens? Like, if I'm hitting run and all of a sudden I'm on there, will you automatically start turning around? Because I don't want that to happen. So hold on, let's just see what it looks like when that happens. Let's go ahead and, instead of this, let's change this to the player view cam. I knew that was going to happen. All right. I thought maybe it wouldn't because they're both cameras, but no, they're different classes. It's fine. I'm not going to name you right now. I'm not going to give you a name because we're not sure if we want to keep you. Yeah, he did. So he so yeah, that's why I don't want to do that. Because I don't want that to happen. Okay. No wonder like Resident Evil had such issues at the beginning. Like, because like, what do you really do in this scenario? Like, you want the input to stay uniform. right? But then when you're actually in the area and you want to say start looking around, then it becomes difficult. So maybe like if I remove my input and then I try to move again, then I will set my control rotation to this. That seems like really complicated, doesn't it? Oh. So it's like if I'm holding it down, keep it the way it is. But if I stop and I want to investigate the area, tell the tick to switch to the other cam. Because right now up is back and back is up. We got this working, but really trying to remember. I haven't played Resident Evil in so long that I don't remember exactly what it does in that scenario. If any of you remember, if you can think about it, tell me. But I think that's kind of what I want to do. Is I do want to. What's this being used for? Here, I'll be right back, real quick. Um, for now, let's just get these working real quick. So first off, I do want to create a function. It's like if I do this, so camera. ref, and then camera, uh, maybe camera attach. Why are these two different? What is? Second here. Sorry about that. Okay, so do this. I also need to maybe I could put that in here. I don't know. One thing at a time. Whoa, that was weird. All right. Okay. If you guys want to have any questions or anything, feel free to. Well, I don't know if I'll actually answer them correctly, but okay. So, guess we'll just start it. They're so messy. All right, it's fine. It's fine. It's so fine. Sometimes I feel like it takes more like yeah, like functions are faster and things like that, but sometimes it's just faster to copy and paste. I don't know. Maybe I'm completely off base when I say that. All right, so cam L1. I know it'd be easier just to do this, or maybe it wouldn't. Yeah, let's just do that. Like I guess I could have made this whole thing a function. I would still have to like plug this in somewhere. I would still have to plug this in here. And then also, I'm not sure if all these will need this offset. They actually might, because if I'm exiting from the one that's offsetting into this, they will need to have the correct right and left. We'll take a look at it. We'll take a look. Let's just do it. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. That's going to drive me crazy. Mhm. I have this like compulsion to make everything line up for the most part. Right. So let's see what this does. So what is going on here? It's working briefly. Oh, it's again, it's because they're so close. They're overlapping. So I need to make this more narrow, I think. So like that. See what that looks like. Why do I have to keep saving this every time I make a change? Oh, because I'm making a change to this. Just dang capsule, man. It's too thick. I should maybe set these to do once. I don't know. Maybe make these thinner too. No, these are the ones that are a problem. What is happening here? Yes, I can sit down on the benches if you're wondering. If some of you were wondering, you can sit. There's some issue where because the train's moving, there is some overlapping issues. Also, I think that some of the issue is I have overlapped this, and then when I'm standing here, I overlap this again, but I haven't left this area yet, and so it switches me here to here. So I think maybe if I do decrease the thickness of these boxes, that will maybe help a little bit. Let's see if that helps. Even I'm confused about which way I need to walk, and I freaking create this thing. It seems to be working better though. I don't like that I exited the frame for a second though. Where'd he go? Where is he? I need to increase that a little bit. This is the one that was giving me the motion issue. Locked. Cool, so it does work onto the next train. get to a sleeping car train. Oh no, I fell off. Game over. Game over, man. Alright, let's see here. I need to play like Resident Evil so I can see the way they handle inputs in these kind of scenarios. Because when I go to here, now it's like completely different. Now it's like left is up and back and right is back. And I could try to get rid of the whole fixed camera thing that's using the input and just change it based on this player camera. Wait, I tried that before. And what did it do? Yeah, it created an issue where when I went into the other box that I would immediately start turning around. So I don't exactly want that. Well, hello everyone. Anyone worked with fixed cameras before? And you have any pro tips for me for when I move into different volumes? For one thing I need to do is I need to fix this issue where he was exiting the camera. That should do it. See if that fixes that. How is that not fixing it? Oh, you know it's because this is the one that needs to be moved, not the other one. I'm not entering this fast enough. I want to try to have, you know, I don't want this space to be less than the capsule component radius of my character because it gets that weird back and forth. Of course, it didn't fix it. What am I doing wrong here? because my character's flashing, I can't tell if my FPS is bad or if it's just those weird busted animations. So I'm 60 FPS in the editor. Let's see what standalone game is. Fine. Check out is it loading it? Yes. Oh, come on. So I think I'm going to take a break here soon. I want to start thinking about what I'm going to do to fix the input issue. I think I want to read some documentation or something, and then also maybe I'll bust out Resident Evil to see how they handle that kind of stuff. Is this just never gonna play? There we go. Well, that's not good at all. What's going on here? Oh, because it's loading? This is like way worse. Before it used to be better than... Before I was getting like 90. Maybe it's because I have that selected. Huh. I haven't really changed anything. I'm not sure why it'd be lower than the engine now. It could be the cameras. Yeah, there's like some weird shit going on. Yeah, what the heck is going on? Now I have to look at my insight. Maybe I could just restart it. So yeah, what was that? It's like a crazy spike at the beginning. Could just be my computer trying to load it while my engine's running. But it hasn't done that before. Well, you know, I could get around this just by, you know, having a loading screen. And once everything's loaded, then play. So yeah, 90 frames per second, it's not bad. It's shooting all over the place, so it's going anywhere from like 70 to 90. Alright, well, yeah, I'm gonna take a break for a little bit. I'm going to try to read into how other games handle, changing fixed cameras to see how they kind of keep input consistent and, not frustrate their players. So, anyways, I'll be back in a few hours, I think. Thank you all for stopping by, and I will catch you later.